In de winning de Nigel gehandeld zag ik. Zo skipper had kunnen maken nu. 3 achtergen van Horsey gejagen ze gaai. En ze kijken wel ze nu kijken handelen uit Treviso. Water is alleen je ui. En keer ze koik. Water de eerst. 4 water. De eerste skipper is alleen de cool pas. Ik is Madigan is Chinnesjach van Vian. Columbusie toons je zo'n hier Turis. Gies Kearney. Ik is de skipper 8. Jamie Heaslip. We zijn ook skipper. Hoe 3 jagen ze gaai. Het is een stuur skipper. Kles goede skipper maar als doel. Had de VM Kutikin er stuur. Maskebiat. Dus zaten aan de doelboor naar Raw Lion en mis de skipper is Gerrit Bejerig. Gaan naar prestaties weer tussen de 6 en 3 genoeg leef pikken te stijl. Dus de negen het in de mag het juwels. Puur gaan maken gaan grootje machine play. 5 meter negen puniek is hier daadje. Is maar chance te raken goal schachtig als pas niet hoor van Naflan. 5 meter bonus zullen zien. Is nog achtje toos op gegeven met jou. Juter gaat de weer zijn jacht gewaardje haast daar hier kan beginnen. Het is game en dan cluster stoken die hier de dag zijn. Geweken doel aan de rug met jou. Gehandeld zag het in de maken kosher. Verstuur de skipper. Rosford. Maar een streetje hikken de maagle fors. Dat zijn anders zag. Ach, zo skipper haken keer africhten van de vlieg uit de nooit dragen. Ze jagen te gaan. Een grootje keren naar de kuste vlieg er een ekje. John Andres het in de stij aan de handen naar William Nell. Fraser McKenzie is de geschia. Watson een geschia. Leine Cool Heathcott het in de stij van de wijn. Kijk het jeeg. Zegletjes alleen de cool en Tim Visser. Het vliegje game hier gekke heen. De skipper van agent de Schiap Leone. Ik Murrayfield. Wel eens gebeurt hier vanaf Lesokan. Dit is wat ik in aantal. Ik moet je agent. De rijder haken de Nigel Owens. Maar de gemerige game hier gekke zijn. Er deze en zo goed je gaan league. Schiap figet ze gooi game. Ik is het raar en echt. Is het naar speciaal. Dus kom je als je het al game. Waar erg kunnen zo ik Murrayfield. Hou we door haal hier met de vlakke in. Hoe is het hier vertuurd? De negen is alleen te doen voor Glee maar een nieuw Lion. Stoch een season 8 geschachet. Het ju. Stoch een agent. Lion het alles day. Hier het grote dagje. De sturing. De eerste Isaac Bos.
Move away, Black!
Die nog veel met de negen krijgen in de waal. Dus volgens het Lion wil keem dan gassen. Mike McCarthy Gul en de willen zijn taal is ik horste stay. Dat hergen heel niet de goal is McCarthy de goal is de gorste hug. Ja in de parke. Vliegen de door houlen echt. Dus is weer door McCarthy brak met een jouw Devin Toner. Madigan.
Release!
Lion le Toner het in maken de lijne gul tune de gesteek door Kearney.
No hands, Black! No hands!
Zijn Kirch naar de nest. Ze zijn McCarthy hier is voor in de gorste. Ik zei dat alles jagen nog leukje is dat zijn anders zag. Je gaan naar Luaren. Han je liseke gaan in zitten willen. Had de vier die horst jij hier bij buiten de screen aan de hen. McCarthy er gorst. Ik zat de vier die haar in. Ik is chili in gaan zijn. Had de vier die horst van de parken. John is een heel niet maar ik in de tune de gestay. Naast de chili die McCarthy. Gagloos at the mach, game dol haast, hedenlich en heel ten age on gaan. Ietsje.
Lost now.
Nesta de val van McCarthy, de goal jemma hier een haul hier is voor hem. Een game, en Nesta de Brisje get a do a haul. Het is een goede haul de skeulig. Well, caught there was an Nesta Allendale, so as Allendale, you've just joined me just very quickly. It's all kicking off here. Mick McCarthy took a head knock just as you were joining me there. He's had to leave the field. He looks really unsteady on his feet. Took a bit of persuasion, I have to say, before he went off. That will not help the Leinster cause, surely.
Oh, definitely. An injury early on never helps anyone. But if you look at the squad depth of Leinster, I don't think it'll hurt them too badly. But it's never nice to see someone going off this early. The big man did look a bit sore, but hey, hopefully he'll be back on. It's just a little bit of a break, man. He's a bit tired from the warm-up, you know. He'll be back on now just to batter some bodies on later on.
But even from the opening exchanges here, Alan, clearly Edinburgh's problem is just getting their hands on the ball.
Oh, I don't think it's a problem just yet. It's still early on in the game. Leinster obviously had all the ball in the first couple of minutes of the game, but they didn't offer too much of a threat. And if we can just defend like that, keep our structures right, let them run at us, and defend them the whole game, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem for us. But if Leinster do keep the ball for the remainder of the game and start causing threats and asking a lot more questions of our defence, then I think it'll be a long day for us. But so far, there's nothing too worrying to look at.
Tom Denton heeft je net, ik noem Giek. Die dat visser gegeven heeft, de triplet is een geloof, als je natuurlijk nog heel volle zag en de goede tunje. Zo'n is samen Dalgo Klein, door Visser. Visser, er is een haal, Tim Visser, stelen. She has a line, er is de vlie, haal gewoon, is een green. Visser, het is reistere, haar pennis, het zien te genezen. Samen Dalgo Klein, het eerst. Heathcote. De Nigel geschoten, wat voorste nog gezit. Sam Beard geheilige stij. De Nigel has Sean is de keer het gaan maken. Chile go Heathcote to the east. Against the stay in Orson to Strauss.
This is what we want to see from Edinburgh. Just keeping the ball, going forward, doing good moves in the row there, mixing up backs and forwards. And if we just keep asking questions of their defence, hopefully we'll break through. Great break by Tim Visser, Sammy Hidalgo-Klein working on the blind over there. So yeah, it's hopefully something interesting happening over here. Hopefully we get a try.
Shot the next to the east of the live clear, Lanark Visser. Heerlijk voor één Pearson hier. Doe this as a game.
Keep your feet there, lads. Keep your feet lost now.
Heathcote, ga je zeggen dat doe this dat is hij mooi. Gal Keem, dan toch een soel in de push.
Keep your feet lost, please.
Toch een live clear, die is Seamus Watson. De sloen fick het met de nest, er is plast voor Cornel Dupreez. Dalgo Klein. Zegt de Rosford, zat is de Chiluko. Strauss die eerst. En die eerst zet het in je maag, Heathcote. Hedenlijk Pennis het Chienko. De Nigel Owens. 5. Dougie 5. Er is gewacht, dat is Nigel Owens, de Chiluk. Dat is de Jack. Canavian, Allendale. As breathless stuff, but that's the first time Edinburgh have had the ball, and to be perfectly honest, they look good.
Exactly, that's exactly what you want to see from our boys. We need to win this game, obviously, for the hopes of getting to the Champions Cup, and that's the rugby we need to play to start to win the game. Obviously, there at the end, it just got a bit stale, but yeah, brilliant start for us. And that thing we were saying, if we can just absorb the pressure from Leinster, and when we get the ball, use it like we just did there, it'll be a long day for them, maybe.
Alan, interestingly, when you look at the table as it stands at the moment, Leinster have won 10 matches, Edinburgh have won 10 matches. By any stretch of the imagination, that's not what the team that we all regard as the benchmark in this league is about. It's a question of how much Leinster want this to finish on a high, as opposed to how much Edinburgh need to win it.
Oh, you said it, obviously Leinster, benchmark team last year in the season. They've had a disappointing season. Obviously, it happens every now and then. But I think they owe it to their fans to end off on a good note. They've got stars in their side. They've got the players, but it just hasn't worked for them this season. And you don't understand why, what's happened. But for us, if we can just turn them over, it will be a brilliant result for us and also continuity for next season, confidence for us.
Samadal go Klein, agus da Laka. 3 point, the Ganagel, agus the Nagel, Legigian score. Samadal go Klein, agus one that could do Marrakech at a sheet. Alan, you almost put your mortgage on Samadal go Klein these days. You said earlier there, I recall, that you weren't that fussy about who scored first, but still in all, it's an important blow.
Yes, definitely, but also it'll count for nothing if we mess up now and we don't someone going off there. Obviously, like we said, it'll count for nothing. Obviously, getting 3 points is brilliant, but if we don't exit properly after this take now, then it won't really count, and then it'll go for our detriment.
Jack Conan is on Tom Dayton. Tom Denton a hannig geir a goal, yeah, it's a spot. The var is in fatte. Madigan. Det får det årst ikke det. Den brakking av farken og årst ut i det mer vel af du. Du brakker sitt. Så og line is an ha Jack Conan and that Tom Denton and han and that could you get near it? Mike McCarthy. Alan, that's quite unusual. The substitute's been substituted within a few minutes.
Oh no, that's a bit of an unlucky one there. Obviously, 2 of your main lock going off, and then the substitute going off as well. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. I'm not too sure what it is. Maybe just another head knock.
Stay.
But yeah, you don't like that. But I'm not complaining. Make it a bit easier for us, hopefully.
Nigel Owens, it's into cool. Tank on the back. Dian Tappers, Isaac Boss, if he have. Donor is a beyond Martí Solis. Madigan. Turn your pass against Manchester. Staley McGrath. Boss. Madigan. Kearney. Janice Jack on the line. Stuff here to us. Rob Kearney and Duras John Bra had a more lively. He is 4 in the shot. Boss of the years to Chilico Clee, Madigan. He's a skipper if you can. Tahagile Lion. Need on the shoes of that. A line Yachka Makarirov. Score on the hand. Glasgow a goal at Hoshach Ulai Kudjak commission scores Shen Ukov. Glasgow 3, Ulster 0. That's the first score at Scotstoun. We'll keep you posted on these scores as all the games go on. All the games starting at 3 PM, of course. So next to Nate and Gadilio Gatas, Well, Alan, the Edinburgh defence is good. They haven't really. They've kept them to the 22 so far, so they'll be pleased with that.
Definitely pleased with that. Like you said, we're a physical side. We pride ourselves on our physicality. Leinster over here just getting caught in that, just trying to play direct rugby. And obviously, I think if they're going to play that the whole day, our boys, we pride ourselves on that. So we're not going to sort of let them get through on those things there. So we're just going to keep on absorbing the pressure. And hopefully, like, this is exactly what happened last time. There was a line out, same situation. Hopefully we get the same thing over here, clear it, get into their half, stop putting pressure on them, and hopefully capitalise on the ball that we get and punish them for that.
Ross Ford. Anton Bressler. De Nation kan gloos te maken, dat is ook goed. Het troer haar in je raas lion. Gian Veef. Hoe toe bal dan je melk. Je zou het zien. Wij zag het even zien. Visser is een Kearney. Is Visser de boon.
Brilliant kick, brilliant chase. Kick's only as good as his chase, like this, eh?
Tolog so as a man lion, that's shown is at Kumal Chow, there is Norsen Gaskulu, a Geriest, Kumal Hunakakin, Boss, Ganyere Melch, it is the nature of Marcus Gahorst to stay to please. So we're there, follow by Kudjach. Jordan Eshka Lewis at Heathcote, skipped over pass, some more for a Bass Chow. Sam Beard did a horse to stay. Hidalgo Klein go Heathcote to the east. He in the close game with Yerigeke Masalave and he's in Srechen Hoshoch. It's going to be a massive contest up front, Alan, and the way Leinster are set up, they're clearly going to play to their forwards for the first period anyway.
Yes, definitely. The Leinster pack is a formidable pack. A lot of those boys are Irish internationals. We've got a strong pack as well, so obviously, you know how they say how the first scrum determines how the game goes as well. And what's this now? 12 minutes since the first scrum. It just shows the rugby that we've had today as well. It's good to see that last move there. John Andreas, big man John Andreas, with some skills there, passing the ball out the back, linking out to the back line, and you'll have to see that.
You're talking about skills here. You mentioned the kick, the chase, the catch is also vital. We've had two very good examples there, one from Kearney, one from Dupree's. So technically the game is actually of quite a high standard so far.
Yes, definitely. If you look at the quality of the players, you'll expect that. Obviously bread and butter for eighth men and fullbacks and wings to take high balls. Obviously a difficult skill, especially with the pressure coming on, and obviously with the whole issue now with the referees and everyone being a bit safer with the high balls. But yeah, the guys practice it a lot, and you can see the guys getting the fruits of their labour. And it's a skill that people take for granted. If your man under the ball doesn't take it, it puts you under a whole lot of pressure. So you expect the man to take it, but it is a lot harder than what it looks. So yeah, quality of the players, you expect that kind of skill.
Okay, time on.
Eyes across.
Bind.
Nigel Owens going to go with cast. Elizabeth Vazquez for pounds of it.
Straight down.
Ik know je Noorsen heeft een eetje. Dus Mike Ross, doet een howl, gaan hakken aan de hinnenkant of het
Straight down and in.
Could have been eetje.
Ask you before the game, lads.
Madigan can't cheers a line in echt. En je let al jaren in de push ieder. Moein keertje naar Dragons J. Score the team stage and a goede game could have you. Madigan can cheers a line. What do you make of that, Alan? Leinster's decision to go down the line this early?
I think it's a bit of a statement there. I think they look at the scrum over here. Oh, poor Dicker just going in. Good call there by Mr. Nigel. Top quality, top quality ref.
It's nice to have somebody here who knows what's going on in there.
Honestly, I don't think any of us know what's going on in there. We just put our heads down and push. But yeah, it's tough for the referees, man, to make those kind of calls, because no one intentionally wants to slip down. But yeah, good call there by Mr. Nigel Owens.
Stay out.
Let's see what comes from this. Obviously Leinster, like you said early on, the way they've set up their team, they'll want to be physical. But like we said, we're a physical side and we pride ourselves on that. So we've stemmed that maul, and now we'll have to see how the phases go now.
Finished lying on the poof, takes a
Don't
blue.
touch the 9. Advantage, white advantage.
Has to be a prop who touches the 9.
Madigan if you in the push, Gavin got him. There goes who I got him, Madigan.
Don't play the 9 off the
En die
ball.
lukt
Play
even
the
kan
ball,
wel
not
de
the 9.
vark. Så den går kommer stay, gus vashit. Yalla vashit, gus goplikate, gus for the Norse the ball. Alan, this is a great example of execution, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see the experience of the Leinster boys. Sorry, just going through there, seeing there was nothing going to come on. They had the advantage. Instead of wasting the time, just pop it. But what I would have liked to see, if you've got advantage in the red zone like that, try play something. Try something that you wouldn't normally try. Try be a bit more extravagant. Maybe you get 7 points from it. But they got their 3 points and they went safe for it. So well done on them.
3-3, Mahat. The age on the 3. Lion 3. Het is Lion die dat smaak de bal naar reach. Get die dat met de hoelige mix. De skipper Bunik en naast Peshota bli on de strijd heel en echt. Dat je Charles Gietje raak de bli on. Dus begint de strijd zit er Fraser McKenzie gestemd Toner.
Against who?
Was die is. Working game Fatala. Transfat zit voor Madigan. We gaan Schlie Kearney. Hij gaat zien gesnokken to be 5.
Okay, wait. What is the foul play, boys?
There is
Time out.
Nesta Tuckers. Nigel Owens a flakke. How is it? Alan, I think this is a contretemps between Devin Toner and, as we have a look at the Scottish coaches who are, I think directly above us.
Okay.
The nice thing about having Mr. Nigel Owens as our ref today, they won't, we'll get a good decision from this, and he won't be any overreacting or any pansy
We
stuff.
have 2 players at the side of the ruck, and there's a suspect of a punch shown by 6 black, yes?
Well,
by 6 black.
He's going to have a look, Alan, but if
Thank you.
we're hearing that it's possibly a punch from 6 black, this could be quite serious for Edinburgh.
Honestly, I think it's just they just asking each other how their parents are, man.
Well, let's have a look. You can talk us through it.
It's checking for foul play against your number 6.
If that is all that it is, then it's just a waste of time, that man.
Well, let's have another look. This is what Nigel Owens is seeing. I think they'll be embarrassed if that's called a punch. Both of them.
Exactly, man. And I think Nigel will have a smart comment about one of these little things. It's just it's just handbags, just pushing, trying to get the guy off you. There's no punches there or anything, man. just a little push there, man. Just feeling if the guy's shaved well this morning or not.
All I'm seeing here is a bit of pushing by the both, unless you're going to tell me there's anything different. It just elbows up and the both of them holding each other and both of them are just pushing against each other away. Do you agree with that? Yeah, okay. 6 and...
Well, I think this is good refereeing, Alan.
6,
Definitely.
6.
A lot of the times you see it.
Let's just listen to what he says.
There's nothing in it, just looks very untidy, doesn't it, okay? Yeah. All right? Yeah. So when there's no need to hold each other off the ball like that, so we just let us each other go, and we get on with the game, okay? When I blew up, okay, because there's no foul play here, when I blew up, Black were in possession of the ball when they caught it, so we're going to go to scrum, Black ball over there, okay? You agree with that? Oh, yeah. I'm a good man.
Oh, no, you have to agree with him. You cannot agree with the man.
Well, you can't disagree with that. Well, Shen Asian Flared Maracora.
About you, was it
to be stewed again.
Hey, Black, when I blew, you were in possession with the ball.
See, that's brilliant reffing from Mr. Nigel Owens over there. A lot of the time, an incident like that, there'll be a penalty awarded, and then it just changes the course of the game. Boys will be frustrated, and obviously it leads to certain things. And yeah, it's good having a ref of his quality and his standard, and there's a reason why he's one of the best in the world.
The bind up, please, okay?
10 out of 10 so far. 3-3 mahat den Agent Lion. Fasgersach minute in Tiert. Gloch. En we dachten we willen volle schakgreep, maar de heel komen ze vies goed.
Bind.
De affiliates techniek of in deze gloch. De Cameron. Den Agent maar voor den Agent
hold the drive, please.
Goal tra Isaac Bosse van Lavenesh. Den Agent of hem bij voerig hele shot.
Away Sam, lost now.
Madigan het eerst. De goeie dat er. Look at the Gathra who hosted a game in East Lion. Gaskulignes skippel to Sulemi.
Release Black!
Madigan. Vataviach geschittach geschauwel. Maar de Vries had de show. Had het Gianne bij de line en het toen niet al over starten. Well, Noel Reid bleef je hier het score. En een skippen eerder nog. Well, Alan Dell, that was a sensational break, but we have to await. Nigel Owens is having a look at something here, but this was a magnificent sleight of hand, first of all.
Oh my goodness, that is brilliant from the big man. You know, he's a muscular man, you know, direct rugby, he tries to run over you, but look at that skill. Oh no, that was brilliant. And that's what you like to see from big men, big strong men with that skills like that out the back, and look what the damage that causes, because obviously we're expecting him to just run straight into you. He does that under the poles, and look at that, brilliant. I didn't even see it.
Took the whole team out with one move, one pass. It is Madigan and Orson at the push. Nigel Owens weer het Jiggliol in de hager. Zijn de Kruhager geworst in de game. 3-1 it is a J Lion. Talk us through just the speed of that in real time, Alan. I mean, it's virtually impossible to defend that.
Hugh, I did not see it. All I saw was the guy going through the hole, and that's how brilliant it was. That's how quick it was. So you can't blame the boys for missing that.
Just to go back to the scrum there, you know, to all intents and purposes, it looked like Edinburgh had got the shove on, but what they had done was gone just a fraction early. That's a very fine dividing line as well, isn't it? But
obviously, it's all down to the ref's interpretation. I thought it was a brilliant scrum from us. We dominated, we were moving forward. And I think you got to award the dominating scrum with the penalties. If the boys had pushed early, obviously I won't be saying if they did or didn't. But yeah, you see what happens that you give away a penalty over there. It leads to chain of events. Leinster scored under the pole, so just disappointing. But nothing too serious just yet.
Goed in halappen, maar we krijgen er is Spirish als Arkion, kom maar zoelen keert al, goed van de krunje ervaren. Zoelen in de hedel niet staan, goed ja. Maar ik ken het lucht erin, ik skip een eentje aan de goede gebied, aan de leentje kan hem halappen. Maar kies de schiet er eerst, dat flat ik Nigel Owens. John is de eentje aan de eerste Tim Visser en nog er doe jaar, maar er is moet maar zijn.
Lost now.
That's one of the advantages of having Fraser McKenzie on the flank of the. He'll be giving you a hard shift the whole day. The ball carries, hitting his rucks, and that's what you need. Hard workers.
Just a quick word on that Munster score. They've got 3 tries already. They're looking for a bonus, but they've got 3 tries already, so they're nearly there. So
it's an interesting battle there at the top of the table, but yeah, I think this is more exciting than that, man. Boys playing for pride and the boys playing for a Champions Cup qualification.
Right now it is, yeah. Sean is dat de Gillig, de Nigel. De bal in de eerste. Het er een dag gepennen, ze zien het daar. Hidalgo Klein bij Isaac Ekereshen.
Number 4, into the side, took the space.
Devin Toner.
Your 4, space.
Kijk, Groenige. Ik Shia Trehen stieg oorlijk en jullie voeren de ga wie vallig die TNF. So Sam Hidalgo Klein to Liachen in the push to the east. At this point in the game, Alan, I suppose it's very much a case of taking opportunities as they arrive for both sides. And really, from that range, Sam Hidalgo Klein's options are pretty slim. So he has to go for the post, really.
Yeah. Well, the thing I believe is you build 3, 6, 9, and you build in innings. You put money in the bank, and eventually when you've got a good enough lead, you can open it up, and the other team needs to start chasing. Because, you have 5 penalties, it's 15 points. That's 3 tries that you need to score. It's easy points. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but it gives your boys a bit of a break, gives you guys a bit of a confidence boost as well, and yeah, just let you get back into everything, have a little bit of a chat, and the nice thing is, if you do that 3, 6, 9. Eventually it tallies up, and also the other team might have to chase. But you do want the tries there.
Hidalgo Klein, who get Brakmaga. Hij vaart de kilo naar ieder Schachert de post.
And then also with the penalty attempt, goes through if you miss it, 22 dropout, you're back in possession of the ball, and you can attack from there.
Cora mag geschot, de bal in de raas, Jenny Madigan Lish.
Behind you, yeah.
The Lion come out all the shit kta. Cuthbert is hier terug. Eschen kan go Suez. Toen ik Nigel Owens eigenlijk weken zit maar hij Cuthbert treeg short in die eerste soort hem aan. Het is een Oorsen geskippeld. Droof te doen, echt mooie shit er doen hou. Dus die dag via die wie pikken is.
I think they just overcomplicated it a bit over there. Just let it go through the hands, man.
But this punching the hole up the middle is a very effective tactic that Leinster have at the moment, Alan. When they take that direct route up the middle, is that something Edinburgh might not have prepared for?
I think obviously the boys you prepare for everything, but also if the team executed well, there's nothing you can do, no matter how well you've prepared for the thing. But I think what Leinster do over there, obviously, you bash up in the middle, get the boys in, get some space on the outside, suck in the defenders, and then throw it out. There, I think it was the perfect opportunity. They'd sucked us in the middle, just spread it out to the wings, get it down the flanks, you get 10, 20 metres down the line, you can play it back the other way again.
Tulis is Anton Presler, maar de 100 bij Klehoen had de Jish weer aan de kijk on the show.
Ball is out, ball was out before.
I'll let you know. It is ik de Nigel. Hier ik hou. Christmas de nog. Als je de tiksje wil, moet je een pjoeg. Ik moet in de eerste wil laten de score in. Je ziet Jarab gegeven. Jonas Visser. Jisk Sabir Fiachan is day. Ha a bonus ek Muin. Och, krijg je ten uit. Jekik na tragan so is a bonus ek Muin le keer tries. San il Rianes nach Punikant game en estugus wel be Boibo dat je co-clear is as hier daagje. Heathcote. Correct den age on the towards the Stjach. Had Tim Visser is China Nul shot caller Tugi 5. Sien dus maar heel plooi Chin. Ik den age on. Heath heel down go Klein. De Stjach go Cuthbert. De Prische Galoine. Caller is. Watson. Steek op Visser. Zo weg hier. Steek. Correct den age on. Oh, gee de galabbe bal. Galabbe bal de doegjaar. Well, Alan, he had snuck across here just underneath us beside Doogie Fife. We knew something was on. This is what it was.
That's what made Tim Fisser so good, man, is that working off the ball and that way to sniff to the try line like that. And obviously there you saw he's worked around, like, getting himself in the game. Obviously on his left side of there, he hasn't had much ball. And obviously that little chip over there could have easily bounced in and could have been another try for him. Obviously on his last day, you'd like to see him score 1 or 2 or do something brilliant today. But it's always good seeing your wings working around and getting stuck into the game.
Oh, Donatia on the national column. Rossford, Hayashaka did a goal in. Tuned out. Safala Lish. Cormac Donatia on the national school of a life clear the east. Fiachan cool the goal. You had to go precaution as the passage in Qatar. Take a hummel at all. Bal Bioha stick the Nagel. Koik meters. Gleanskid. Tahagilebo Ganagel. Hidalgo Klein. Heathcote. Heathcote if you handle Shane stay. Oh, die dat bij tucht hem de roer bal. Cormac Visser Qatar. Doogie 5. Oh, ga je voor gaan vlakken, Sulemi. Ga je voor gaan vlakken, Doshach. Klopt er in Ganagel heen, de tuchtje Chen Sulemi.
Touch.
Nigel Owens, next a case to show. Well, Alan, there seems to be not just a question about being in touch, there's a question about the tackle.
I don't think it's a question of whether to try, I just want to check.
I won't complain if it's a penalty
suggested by the there's a tackle and the tackle legal that the arms were used.
But no, I don't think there's anything there, man. The guy's been tackled out. We threw away try scoring opportunity over there.
I think it's clear Edinburgh have accepted that he was in touch, but the issue is from the touch line. Let's have a look. Well,
nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's touch judge perfectly placed to see what happened.
Touch, boys.
And he's called it. No problem.
Yeah. No problem there. You know, Mr. Nigel, he'll get on it.
Doogie 5, hit score in. Next, could he had Loine for Ian Peace in the rain after the Saturday the Bunik, the nature of the Bunik. Hamish Watson. Hamish Watson, the touch of Harris, a bullet in your bound. It is a goal. Treya, Ronaldinho, Alan Dale, sleight of hand, execution.
See, we spoke about this earlier down pitch side analysis about how strong and how he breaks his tackles, and that's just what he's done the whole season. He finds ways to get through defenders like they're not there.
Well, he created this out of nothing.
Exactly, that was just pure grit, hard running, head down, and the way down to the try line, and he deserves. He's had a phenomenal season, and just to get the points on the board there for him is just brilliant. I'm happy for the man.
Well, there were two things. The first thing was the line-out pressure there was enormous. That's what got you the ball.
You can see we've done that the whole season. We've disrupted the opposition line-outs, got the ball back there, and you know the most dangerous thing is counter-attacking football, and that's what we've just done there.
Samadal go Kleinley, Darfwing Giller. Alan Solomon said a goy. Jake, good Jake.
Still game on, 10-0.
Zihar, Jake Minachin. Speaking of Arroch, Jake Minachin. The all is here, Clay. the agent agus Lyon. If somebody had offered you 10-10 at 28 minutes, Alan, at the start of the game, you'd have been reasonably comfortable at that, would you?
Of course, against a team like Leinster, you take that. Obviously, going even into the last 10 minutes, if they told us the last 10 minutes game 10-all, then anything can happen. So let's just keep on going. Hopefully, we just take our opportunities and not have to rely on doing turnovers to bail ourselves out like we just did there.
Andreas Strauss.
Away now, White, let it go, let it go.
Blach agus a bhean, Madigan tíad a suas a bhean a dúr is at Cuthbert.
Stay black.
Capúring a chun amach. Húns go deach seachad ar loine fichid mítar seo Madigan in eist at a lia hanrúta gine seo. Madigan a fiachan le séin. Tún agus stay an oars an go Jack Conan. Tat a siúl a bhil gysnog. Ospreys le three scores ag Ospreys. Ein. Yeah. We'll come back to this score, Alan, but that is looking quite promising for Edinburgh. Edinburgh need Connacht to lose in that game, and they're certainly going to lose at this rate, but we'll come back to that. Jonesh Madigan. Agus nos na moica Kearney. Dave Kearney. Agus Dave Kearney a chud mach a line. Well, let's go back to that score, Alan. Edinburgh basically need Connacht. That's, apart from winning the game, they need Connacht to lose. So part of the whole picture is beginning to crystallise in your favour at this stage.
Yes, definitely, because obviously the Ospreys, the top three sides all on 70 points, so they're going bombing all out to get the home semi-finals. So Connacht obviously playing against Ospreys, it'll be a big challenge for them. Ospreys have a brilliant season. Scarlet's losing to Treviso as well. Cheapers. So the scores are going for our favour, and that's the thing. The thing is, we just need to concentrate on ourselves, and that's the biggest problem. Obviously, it's good to see those results happening, but if we don't deliver on our side, it's not going to help us help our cause to get the top European rugby spot. So if we just carry on going, just be patient, execute our moves well, and convert our points, and at the end of the day, we'll be a happy camp. So that's the biggest thing. We need this. Qualify for the Champions Cup. Obviously, first of all, win this game. Challenge for that will be a successful season. If not, I think the boys will be very disappointed with that.
Did you bring that calculator with you?
Not at all, not at all. And you're my mathematician over here next to me.
The eerste Nigel Mahekaloine. Nigel Owens in the moon is a spot. Han ut at the local. Jake Minachin Erakel is a geert le Hidalgo Klein. Gan je melt? Kearney in a stay. Oh, so.
Went back.
First and a geschiet. Jack Conan ga skip lo huga. A genestat go machen a duwele is a green erwa erakel so the Nigel. Why on the ish go was it Madigan a clear Hulakala hound Shachad count toner. Even get ball with Shach trainers on Jenny Yenef. Gan Yiremelt. The Dioner of Fatsavetal. Boss of the ish. Skipper has to stay. He's left. Madigan at the ish. Oh, stay Kearney. Oh, pass ele. Go Conan. Conan is maar kieskans toch erop hazen. Er wordt de grasskippelte. Maar gescoopt het Katan. Another break, Alan, straight up the middle, at pace, absolutely perfect.
Brilliant execution by the Leinster boys. Let's have another look at this.
I say absolutely perfect. There might have been a question about the next pass, this final pass. Any question there?
No, man, they've done well. They deserve their try. Obviously, a try like that, you can see the inside defenders get a bit lazy. And that comes from playing around the corner, playing the same way the whole time. And if you just mix it up, especially like there, the fly off, just being sharp enough, the winger, and looking at the props or the locks around the fringes over there, just expecting it to go around, coming on the inside, and exactly what happened over there. Boys were falling asleep, expecting it to go around, and that's when you find chinks in the defence. And like we said, remember we said at the beginning of the game, if they just keep on doing the same boring rugby, it won't be a problem. But if they mix it up like that, and then you see the brilliant tries, they've scored 2 good tries.
That's why they win back-to-back championships.
Definitely. You can see it's a brilliant side. The quality in the team, the quality in their players, individual factor is there, and you've seen a bit of the skills today. But having a disappointing season like they've had, you can see they're hurting. They wanted to end this on a high for their fans and also to to get onto the next season, start next season on a high as well.
How much of that? How much of an issue is that today? Because the coach Alan Solomon said he's only got 28 fit players. He's got a lock playing at flanker. He's got a hooker covering for that on the bench. But Leinster turn up. This is not a second string. This is virtually packed with internationals.
Inside.
But it's not their best team.
Inside.
You see, if it's not their best side, you can just imagine what a full-side team would be. But also, having all these injuries not conducive for us and for the way we want to play our rugby, players playing out of position. But being a professional, it's nothing better than playing against the best in Europe. And if you can come around and do well and cause them problems with the team that's covered with injuries, it just shows how strong the depth in your squad is, and that's what you need to compete in Europe and also in the league on 2 or 3 different fronts. And obviously, as a club that's building like Edinburgh, obviously solely signing on for a year, you're going to need to rely on your depth. And also, if we can be competitive with a thin squad now at the moment, full of injuries, against a team full of stars and quality like Leinster, then it bodes well for us in the future.
Shach minute in Iraqal, Jamie Heaslip, cool Nakakinafke, maar skipper.
Middle, please, lads. Middle. The line is a good. You want the line?
The nice thing to see is that the boys are playing running rugby and they're not being too conservative. And they're trying things, which is good for us and good for the spectators and good for the league.
To be fair, you would not find a better set of circumstances than this year today. The pitch, the conditions, the wind's a bit of a challenge, but this is perfect for running rugby from both teams.
Exactly, and sitting up here and having to commentate on it's beautiful. It makes it easy for us having the boys playing around the ball like that.
Jake Goshach Diog, Shia minute in Iraqal as he lay. The nation has this game, Ach Lion, Le Grimer.
You can see those boys, they are panting hard in the front row.
Well, I have to say the difference for me between the two sides, Alan, is that Leinster clearly have the capability to step up that gear instantly, whereas Edinburgh are toiling, having to fight the ball.
Bind.
That thing, with the experience that they've got and the stars that they've got and the quality of the players, you expect that. And also with our boys, we've had a hard couple of weeks, hard run and everything like that. The boys will be tired, but they are doing well, and that's what you can expect them, just to try their hardest, and that's all you expect them to do.
Joverenij and Visser. He's good.
Brilliant clean out there by Big Corner.
Steinisht, Warnock Visser. Visser a dweud bos. O, Gremache. Gure for Ibier.
So now this is extremely important. A very good little kick over the top over there. We've got the ball now. We need to capitalise just before, obviously 5 minutes before half time. We get in a score over here, 3 points or a try. So we'd like to try. Our maul's been strong the whole season. I think, like you said, Samuel Dalclan kicking it over, you put your mortgage on that, and I think we'd put a mortgage on Edinburgh going on for the maul over here. But we need to capitalise on this.
This was your clear out there. We just saw the tail end of it there. That was textbook stuff.
Always putting his hands on your ball. You've got to get him out of there.
Here we are. Boom.
Oh, that's big Fraz, and is that Anton Breza there? The big boys.
Sean Ashton Agent to that Ecolini. Had to call out. Had to call out against the Dollarhurst. Jake Meters. Jamie at the Glachke. Hidalgo Klein. Dat goes just like. Hier is voor in toekie 5 en 5. Dan gaat de kale lijn is tierikjes. Kunnen hier zo. Zo uit je in. Go clear is geta. Hamish Watson.
Got to stay in.
Zo uit de tielige riest. Daarne. Kora met June gesteek ook goed meters. Zat er gauw. Koenast de shot tegen John. Charlotte Haster, ik wil lie on the fall of Kearney go Kearney.
Let it go, Black, release!
At the Nation there is stat. Cuthbert, Keir tussen hier geer. Zo dat krijg meer. Ulaier ik al uit Hassig uit Glasgow. Dídach fóing Chile sin go sin. Níorste Glasgow sin. An fer a flóiche ar Antonétion sias.
Release him!
Seo at neste Chile gyda. Flóiche Diolch ar y fi yn ymach gofawn ha Kedson i'r John Andres a chai y bwylio agos hyn a lŵr yn y sio cwr yma chaw fydd i ysd y bal y bal like Lion Bos go Madigan le Shane yn ysd a Bjarn fod rwan fes o'ch a sio a cha Tim Fisser ar y fi alaf Fisser fi mi a fi ffaith gyloch Fisser ar y glach gyw En ik had gehoord gedaan. Ik zei Andres het in je. Toen is het zo lid. John is de agent, Cormac gedaan. Cormac de agent. Balen hier en zo is Kearney voor. Dus Rob Kearney. Oh, Macarena voor Dougie 5. Well, Alan, I don't know where Dougie 5 came from, but he got there.
That's the thing, Dougie 5 is an electric winger.
Just a problem here underneath for his... well, he looks groggy. John Andres is going off, just going up the tunnel there just now. Again, I think it could be the head protocol, so...
Definitely, obviously, you don't want to play around with any head injuries, like, get the boy off. But personally, I just think he's a bit tired, man. You look at the way the boys, that passage of play they went on for quite long, so you'll see quite a lot of boys, hands on their knees, panting hard over here. But yeah, you wish the boy well, like the other two Leinster boys that went off. Head injuries are nothing to joke about, and it's good to see the protocols, the guys getting them off and putting the players' safety and health first.
Simon Bergam, Erchinel. Isaac Boss, and you skial Isaac Boss, show it in, Erchilik. Away! If ein route in the park. Isaac. Nishka Hagan in Yeremet. Dougie 5-4, do this. Oh, he can't so
just took his eye off the ball at the last minute over there.
Well, there might just be an issue there, Alan, with if you take a look at the flags over in the far stand there. That ball, he had a good sighting on it. So you'd have thought that was a pretty safe. He didn't take his eyes off it. Looking at that.
The last minute over there, you can see that just that split second. Yeah. He positioned himself well. I think also the thing over there, the problem that you find over there is you think about what you want to do before you've caught the ball, and then that just lets you down there at the last minute.
Very briefly, Alan, last play, decent return in the half, 7 points. You're not out of the game, but Leinster have got a grip of this game.
Yeah, look, decent return, 10-17 against Leinster at half-time is always good. It leaves you in with a chance in the second half, but we'll be extremely disappointed. 2 or 3 times we've had lineouts in their half and we just haven't converted, and that just comes to bite you at the end of the game, and hopefully that's not the story today.
Den agent Gamilje geta, ach he's lippe van laf. Ja, glich maar hier en ik hier het lee. Ach wie had er zo'n statieke show. En er was een Richard Strauss. Gars te stay. Madigan. Pas aars to die is goed in de passes at Lion. Big een slag. Kijk die diever.
Release Black.
Joy Chine die is. Zomaar gaan wat keem zoals Rob Kearney is stay. Is hem hier aan. Met een agent Krijmen hier. Gewoon aan naar Shen. Piece and paper, kuilige mee aan de parken. Madigan is een oors. Oh, hij grijpt die aan ten Esketa. Is zullen misschien goed Nigel Owens. Clear the ha, smijn je er Shen heen, klaar is ha. Kun Lion grijpen, maar goed met de game show. Maar hoe scotteren is hoe dat hij hier score. Wanneer doe je Shen? Noel Reid. Ik in hier zijn schachminuten die ook in de game had ik ten eten aan de rash, of ik het alleen Hamish Watson. En hen, dus ik in hier zijn wat kujumen. Ik schau maar hoe Lion hier scoorde. Ik schau maar hoe hij pas. Ik is galame, maar het jalen nog. Van de lijn is voor het dunje stij, voor het dunje ballen. Ik is van grootje maar simply er ik kan nou nog skill aan. Het is nog een skill hele dat ik gaan delen voor Hamish Watson. Ga je gisteren skippeld op de lijn, dus het scoort er ineens. Het was een heel Lion eerste. Ik heb een kistje met een pas. En dan hoe Conan van de lijn continu staat daar scoort geheun. De Lion is gaat door de Unie ik de Nation G. Lion schacht hier. Moores and Tom Denton and Hannig Irnaatje, Galavesh and Kujak Sanik Jack Conan Irnaatje. Shanaka Bresla agus Tulis. Agus Medons Gemesje Begloch kan hen. Kiesje Gewil Darne Leenest Akin. Johnest de Nagel as ik hier het game. Hier het Garamachke Baal Roosет. Mag eens Runach geheen. En je achterhuur zegt u. Doet die visser al als een jeugd kon was ik Madigan Gawar. Oh, Madigan en Mache schieten is en ik go Lienigu. Ik is Hidalgo Klein kon ik erop pikken de jaar naar Rob Kearney krijgen meer. Is toch een beetje Hidalgo Klein de piano weer een goeie zitten shit. Dus ik kan hem Rob Kearney en is te goed. Hier zijn tegen later zei u. Voor zo is kom je aan de paasje. Ze zijn het als vuur te Lion. Allendale, the scores at half-time seem to be going the way one would expect, but to summarise it all, I think at the moment we have to say that, albeit that Connacht are losing, Edinburgh need more out of this game than they've got at the moment. A losing bonus is not going to be enough to get them this 7th spot, is it?
No, definitely. Obviously the results going, obviously the Connacht playing against Ospreys and the other results going as we expected. Obviously one of the Italian sides playing for that spot as well. Obviously we need to be more clinical in this half, be a lot more patient, smarter, communication up. Think about it could be our last game of the season and we need to play as hard as we can. And yeah, we just need to be more clinical and get it right. This is a lot more exciting and this is what we want.
Sean Rutagi, was it gesnoken is dus ek Aster Kutjach. Jinko Klee, Vissar, en mag go Ben Tulis. Dalgo Klein het eerst, ik Aster. Toen ik het jaar kan de Heathcote, Cuthbert en de Warson. Met de Chile gaan een live Klee, voor de Torgun, je verheeft Rosford het al stay. Heathcote ga je zeggen, dit is in het eerst. Oh, Prakele ach, Fraser McKenzie, het tjoem dat ze tenjev. Dalgo Klein. Madigan in de laatste, je ziet ze prachtig goed in de doel in de kloosje. Watson, Transpic go. Hier is Rosford, gehad in de stay. Heathcote. Visser, Steiko, Cuthbert. John is Lion. 2 meter neten wie naar Duus en gaat er vrippiger van af. En tot de prijs. Nu is het video van af.
He's under pressure when he kicked there, as okay. There's no advantage from that. What's going on here?
Nigel Owens, Merach quick, Merach voor de Canadian. Alan, we spoke earlier about execution. Everything was going so well there until just this very last pass.
See, that's the problem. It's happened in the first half a few times where we've just lost a bit of concentration, the 50-50 pass. But that's what also it's promising signs. The boys are playing good rugby, we're going through the phases, we're asking questions of them, we're putting them under pressure. It's just we need that last clinical edge, and I think if we can just get that right, it'll bode well for us the remainder of this half.
And the difference between the two sides is clearly that when Leinster have had these passes, 9 out of 10 of them stick.
Exactly. The 2 tries that they scored in the first half were brilliant.
Mooin, David, but Pennas the Canadian, Haikon.
I think the biggest thing is we've got to treat this like a test match and we've got to go for the win. It's all beautiful going for the 7 points and expected the tries, but I think we've got to capitalise on our penalties, go for this like we said in the first half, just build up the tally, 3-6-9, get it up there. So now we go there, 13-17. They kick off to us, we get the ball, kick it out, execute well, put them under pressure again, because we've shown that we can put them under pressure, and the more that we're in their half, the more that we put them under pressure, the more those passes will eventually stick, the more we play them and stuff, and eventually our execution will get a 1 or 2 tries through.
You'd have been pleased if you were shunting this?
It's always good getting when you see your boys go forward in the scrum.
Especially on the opposition put in.
Exactly, 100%.
Hidalgo Klein Mahalik got him at the push. Hier gaat hem eens daar lee. Hier met de Rijnjak Toshach game. Goed uit de Nederland in Hoshach. Die pikken winnetje. Kan de Krene keer doen houden. Nu ziet het hier nog. Het hier is hier toe. 3 Kashak Sam Hidalgo Klein
See, this is a good start to the second half, but like we said, we've got to take the kick-off, compose ourselves, clear it well, get back into their half and start building again from there. And that's what we need to do, and that's what a good side would do.
You'd always put money on Leinster, however, wanting an instant riposte. That's what they do.
Exactly, you know how it goes to the two stories of the team that's just conceded the penalty are trying to get back into as quick as possible. The team that have just scored the penalty are trying to just get out of their half and get away from danger as quick as possible as well.
Cuthbert.
Well, clearly they've made it a bit easier for us.
Nicht gaan gloeien te die is geskippeld. Fantastisch nach de park. Besser gaan wij geen beetje shit. Dus goed cast no pro Carolina.
Obviously the end result of that is not what we wanted. But you can see what happened there is the boys are looking up. Leinster from the kickoff had dropped their players back, so there was space on the outside on the wings like that. We play it, suck their fullbacks and they send their wings down again, and then we can kick it and get out of their half. But obviously just going out into touch is just a bad error, and that's it, conceding another turnover, which we've done too many in this game. Sorry.
Lost now, Black, let it go! Back.
Lion de Gaster. Stay er eerst. Oh, had er gehaald gedaan.
Back off, Black.
Hier de ach, hier de willen. Maar shit kon als dat geen is watchen. De reapig, ze tunje. Ze broer.
A beast of a man.
Kan je de mesje die is? Gaan Madigan er bij skielige jockey heeft. Gaan roem geljorekken zijn. Heel nog kaartje gaat elkaar. Kearney. Oh, hier de metiere gezit. Dus ik de niet aan zeggen der hip at de gut. Bos. En je kusroom is zo. Je kusroom is zo. Ik vind je die tarave lokaal. Scharig. Die goed met Kramer. Goed waffig. De niet aan de dol. Cuthbert. At the age I'm mismoedig te lachen. Goede kant van de kuie geschoten. Al jaren is je game uniek. We zijn heel voor te allemaal graag gefeemierd. Nou als ze naar geschacht. Oh, het is goed. Maar we kast goed het hè. Achter mij logal. Alan, there's just a hint here, a feeling again. Edinburgh beginning to throw caution to the wind. Am I misunderstanding it?
It could be a bit dangerous. Obviously, if it's on, it's on. You go for it, and you would like to back the boys. You always back a guy who tries to go with his decision, and if he goes for it 100%, you can't blame the boy. But you'd like the guys just to be a bit more cautious on it, because if you do open it up a bit, Leinster could poke holes like they did there. They nearly scored a try, and obviously letting us off the hook again. But yeah, so if it's on for a quick throw, opportunity for Dougie Fife on the other side, they catch the Leinster boys sleeping down the wing, it could be good for us. But the thing is, you need everyone to be on the same page. It's no good 2 or 3 of your players wanting a quick throw in and doing it and then getting isolated later on down the movement.
Daar waar lak in je draaste. Jullie hier gedaan. Nou, leg ik los voor, nog rook in de show. De Nigel, geskippeld. Die dat gaat een coole bekele. Is die dat vieren die je game? Oorzaak. Overcomplication, Alan?
I wouldn't say it's an overcomplication. I think we just executed that badly. I think we're looking. Can't blame anyone for what happened over there. It's good to see the boys giving the ball a bit of air. Obviously just a bad pass there, a bit miscommunication maybe, or the options, all the guys on a different page. Like we said, if everyone's on the same page and you start throwing the ball around, things look magical. But if not, then you have little just lapses in concentration like that. But everyone has those, and we just need to bounce back from that either penalty now or put them under the pressure now on the scrum and catch them behind that advantage line and then build from there again.
Bind.
Isaac Bosch, Le Cheval.
Hold it there.
Course dan, het Lion. John Esch Bosch het hier in. Bij Chachet, go Kearney. Kearney een lot vragen. Rob Kearney kan horst stay. Bosch, Madigan. Stielige stay in Orson, Lee, Sean O'Brien. boss these go mad again. Fiachan suas miana die shot the togo gunate on suas miana will tourist at the Giri K Magal say Cooper Dulum go the nate and the Diapa geshit the Daniel Nigel Owens a kumal line gunate on the rash mad again gava shit er cool the goal in is was sucht bitches of Fiachan the East.
Hands away now, Rock is called.
Boss. We go Conan. Die de getokal in wie zo saarigje is de neetjon. Madigan. Die is at de close de kaster. Madigan ta hoeres, so is een oorzaak in de steeko. Dave Kearney gaat de stay. Is dat haast het al. Haast de Fiachan van de lijn. Kooit meters omlaag. De neetjon voor EMP. Lion. Licorum. Boss. Voor de skipper Heaslip. Die is Boss. Madigan. Oh, gaat Shachet. Shachet de geelach liker right to the lower. Had toen ik jaren moet je zo Madigan pas vatten. Een score. Score erg aan hou. EMP. Het took al zijn Kirchner. There's a score. The Lions. Vashita Chien. Crush Allen. You have to say that was unstoppable pressure that was just being built up, and then finished actually so simply.
100%. You can't say too much about that try. It was beautiful. The boys went through the phases, into play between the forwards and the backs. Madigan obviously controlling everything over there, which is brilliant. General leadership over there. You can't say too much about that try. I think the execution, everything, they manipulated our defence. Like you said, they've sucked us in, moved us out wide. Yeah, brilliant try by Zane Kirshner at the back over there. He's someone, I think, with a lot of experience, and like we said, this whole squad is just full of talented players, and a try like that is how you like to play a rugby, mixing it up, being close and wide play, and an expansive and physical side of rugby, and that was just everything that you want to see in a try.
I don't actually recall having mentioned his name for the whole game so far, but when he gets, let's assume that's the case, he gets the ball once, he just touches it down. It's as simple as that.
I think having all the players on the inside, I think that's all you really need, and then it's nice to have all those players that can do that for you, and you just sit on the wing there. Obviously, he's doing everything behind the scenes, and we can't see that, but he's been rewarded with the try, and that's a team try, definitely.
Ian Madigan. Oh, Sheepuk Shachet. Yannick Ian Madigan. Nee, we gaan natuurlijk meer achteraan. Ze breed gemaakt hebben, we zien van de lijn hier. Er doen we ja, Kirchner laat je scoren, maar de Lions in het rest draaien. Zomaar gaan ik een bal. Gaan vastjes erbij, wat doelen krijgt alles tijd. En genoeg zijn gaan beginnen. Shachet. Give me yours nacht die Ian Madigan. Ach, scorellen. 3-2 go gaan richt. Fiskere Sheenig te geneetjon. Hij kan weer terug. Chili gaan naar zo. Helemaal Lion. Het is grij mag ik game. Het is zo het dunje haka sturig. Madigan. Die please. Ha Cuthbert Collerish. Het is gerechen go Vissare. Visser. Zit toch maar een garrig gezegd wil Björn. Ga je karabultje en shit sambalike haast. Hidalgo Klein. Dan was het go Tulis. Hidalgo Klein er vra.
Away now, White!
Zo ten eerste Chile, ten John 2 meter na score en is een route via Harren in zijn game. Hidalgo Klein het in Kokli. En dit kusroom zo. Visser, Gahamach, go Heathcote. Nel Kusek ten John zo ga. Skuut de leentje Gjalla er viale. Er is geile bal dat hij er voelde. Jen Kerskiljoor. Hidalgo Klein hebben aan de nekin. Oh, ik zal me even weten. Zijn ik het die dat go achlish. Zo is het go achlish ille Cuthbert. En hier onder gesteken Sam Beard. Dit is een beetje duur. De Lion ha Pennas het in te geneetjon. Pennas. De neetjon. Hij gaat de komende kloig to 5.
Away, White!
Sean Esta Chien in the Dove shot. Connacht the Chile get Ospreys. Fee with an agent Puniki Shokata. Is that the sheer goal of the worst? Lorrock score. He's good if he handles in the stake. McKenzie at 5 meters on the line. 3 scores the Nigel Silly. Nigel Owens at Olarash. Timbisa. The Guluashe. Da Huris.
Not held in the tackle.
Scores the Nigel. Scored the Nigel. Timbisa. Mayeri Howell.
That is exactly the response we needed.
Well, this is classic Timbisa, although there was a question, had he moved twice. This is what he's been about for 6 years.
Exactly off. Poacher, he knows his way to the try line, he knows how to score the try. Very clever player, dangerous player. And that's been, and also on the opposite wing that he scored his try on as well, showing working off the ball.
So he shouldn't have been there.
I think Dougie Farp might be a bit upset because that should have been his try, maybe.
But just to clarify there, the issue was when he was tackled, first of all, the Leinster argument was that he was held there, but clearly there was momentum. And Nigel Owens, having discussed it with Andrew McMenemy on the line, has decided that he wasn't held. He clearly said he wasn't held.
Spot on, he wasn't held there, clearly not. But that's us right back in the game, and that's what you need. You need the fight in those. You can see the boys there, they're hungry with that try over there, clinical, boys running hard, doing good moves over there, and the boys are wanting this try.
Ollie Atkins, Sam Hidalgo Klein, le da Fuingille. Well, da Fuingille to Ganejong, Fiket, go Gaheriket. Fiket go Gaheriket, it's a tall rugby arakel as a game show. Alan, what's your gut feeling now? Because Leinster could put this beyond Edinburgh with a couple of scores, one score even might do it, but Connacht are well out of it, we think. But the key thing is Edinburgh must win this game to have any hope.
Exactly, like we said, this is a test match rugby. You need to win, and it doesn't matter if you win ugly or win pretty. Fortunately, the rugby that's been on display today has been good. Look at it, it's 2 points in the game, still 23 minutes, there's still ages of rugby to be played. So the biggest thing is now, we just need to keep on doing what we're doing and be clinical. Like that try over there, we could have scored 1 or 2 more tries like that in the game, and we would have been on the other side saying we could bury Leinster.
Anton Bressler's gone off, Alan, and another change coming, but he's been a key figure, and Ollie Atkins has come on.
Anton Bresler, very, very industrious worker. He's the enforcer in the side. He's put in a big shift this season. Obviously being replaced now by Ollie Atkins. Obviously is a loss for us next season. He's moving on. Brilliant footballer, and obviously this will be his last game as well, like Tim Fissers for Edinburgh. And hopefully we wish him well, and hopefully he can do a big shift in there in the second row and get us into the 7th spot so we can play off for qualification.
So next, Lion. Gita, there's a Perilla Sam Beard at a Gorsta Hugenest came at a line.
Sam Beard as well, looking a bit fragile there on the touchline. Probably be replaced, I think, by Tommy Brown, which will also be an exciting attacking change as well. But yeah, in the way the game's going over here, these replacements that are coming on, it's just fresh energy and fresh legs for us, and that'll just bode well for us, man.
I think the way you're running out of players, you better get your boots on.
You and me both, there, man.
Fichit manager Akal, agus Coram Haas, Daniela Tachta, Fuingi. Ach, Madigan, Chumma de Glachke, she did a bar of at the nation of the Gutch. At the nation of the Hyundai, shot an Estachi, a Coramach, Lewis, Sam Hidalgo Klein, when they get Bjorn, a Kearney as a Yui, Rob Kearney as a Yui, Zabra had it in Irashka, Kujahu David, agus Hanagor, Coramaka, last out Amach. Glasgow Hundia, Stuart Hogley scored the Glasgow, and the Ulai Hundia Gutjik, Ahrahu Ella and Esht. The Ganesian Tom Brown, Engineer and Archer Sam Beard. Well, Alan, it's all kicking off between here and Scotstoun, but Tom Brown coming on for Sam Beard, that's like for like, really.
What's it called? Sam Beard, obviously, all players have got their attribute stuff. You'll see now Dougie Farf, I think he'll be moving out to 13, which Tom Brown going onto the wing there, I think that's a lot more bigger attacking move for us over here. We've got 3 wingers now on the pitch, which means hopefully we can get some more tries and stuff. But obviously we'll miss Sam Beard's defensive capabilities, brilliant defender. But yeah, hope to see Sam Beard's all right, and hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Madigan. To you, Gael. Hallo, lesje. De noodzakje zo. Heeft Lion. Oh, prefik. Nach Cuthbert. Ben Cuthbert Macarire visit. Jack Cuthbert. Ben Cuthbert Macarire visit. Agus Connors got Lion. Die de geprisje van de Loini. Maar op round nach. Well, he's good in the air, Alan, Jack Cuthbert, but this was something else. Don't know how he got up so quickly.
I think he's been watching a lot of the NBA there, slam dunk.
But that was a score, without a doubt. If that had gone over his head, there was nobody there.
Definitely, and that would have put a lot more pressure on us. That would have changed the dynamic of the game, the way we had to approach it as well.
Hamish Watson, oh, Kullerstach, cut him to the nature on the next 25. Cuthbert, the nature only cut him so. Truer van de hemel in eerste kloeg is een biaan. Goede groetje bij Tachers, veel meer groetje bij Jagen. Hidalgo Klein, got de prijs. Connors wil lie on the move games. Nigel Owens gaat grondig uit. Brak hele Nigel had de game ook al. Zo had de eerste tien in de eerste Heathcote got to 5. Ha asterke doen je zo. Downs is Nicassin.
Turnovers fair.
Lion a gutskita. Lion a Hyundai. Een shot te Chien. Shaw Gunnarst. Gevast de Nation slag de laar. Is carried nach Shaw Kearney. Kyle Kearney go Watson. Is Kyle Watson Oh, Kishalagaram. Let's just see, Alan, that wasn't the best passage of play, but it
wasn't the best passage of play, but it's exciting. It's good to see the guys that are trying, throwing the ball around, moving around.
Both teams.
Exactly, and that's what you want to see, especially at the end of the season. Beautiful conditions, the pitch is in outstanding condition, sun's out, and you want to see the boys doing that.
Edinburgh ball, yeah. Rock on with you.
But also, you don't want to get too loose, and then you're under your poles again. That's also an issue of it.
Well, we're just under 20 minutes left, Alan. It's becoming broken. That could work in either side's favour. We know that Leinster can attack from anywhere in the field. Edinburgh have got the speed merchants on. They've got 3 wingers playing now in the back line. Where do you see it going, really? It's becoming a bit of a lottery at times when they're just throwing, both teams throwing the ball about with, it's like sevens.
Nobody hates sevens. I think we enjoy seeing the ball being thrown around. Honestly, the way I see it, I'm just sitting up here as well as like a spectator. I'm just wanting to see a good game of rugby, and hopefully the boys can do the good thing, and hopefully not throw away with a loose pass and give it to one of the Leinster poachers. But like you said, we've also got a few guys in there that can get it. But I think the boys will try to tighten it up a bit as closer it gets to the end. Put it into the corners, put pressure and build from there, and then hopefully a 3-pointer or 5-pointer just to get the win.
Hidalgo Klein. Cochran, it's in Edinburgh. Penas, the Ganation.
Kick to the corner, I think.
You never adjusted your feet, we're too far back, you caused the collapse.
Well, Nigel Owens gaat grondig uit. There is Cormac Heathcote. You have to, I was just going to say, from your own expertise there, Alan, the Edinburgh front 5, the front 3 in particular, have had a good game against a really experienced Leinster front row here.
They're very experienced front row, but also if you look at our front row, we've got Alistair Dixon, Ross Forward, 2 men that are brilliant rugby players, been around. They've got the experience, phenomenal rugby players, strong in the set piece. Simon Burgundy coming off and onto the bench and doing a good shift in the scrum as well. So we've got a scrum front row, and obviously the whole pack is what helps with that.
Glasgow 18-10, halfway to a bonus. They've got 2 tries, so Glasgow 18-10.
That's a brilliant result for Scottish rugby if that carries on going through that way.
There's a lot of rugby left, Alan, in both games. A lot of rugby left here. And also at Scotstoun, Nesh go hagen show.
I think that's one of the exciting things about all the games kicking off at the same time. It's just, you never know what's going to happen. Everyone looking at the different scores, switching on, going off around. So
that's Rossford, the captain, going off. Alan, does that surprise you? Neil Cochrane coming on? Not so much Neil coming on, but Rossford going off.
Obviously, Neil Cochrane's a brilliant rugby player, but obviously 40 coming off, that leadership and that experience, I think that's the most surprising thing coming off. But also the way the game is going, fresh legs. I think the coaches have looked at it and seen it. It is a bit of a loose game, and if you can get some more ball players onto the pitch that have got energy and got around, anything can happen. And if you look at that, it hasn't affected anything. It's a strong scrum. Nigel, see what he takes over here.
Oh, Pennis the agent, Hidalgo Klein.
See, that's brilliant. Brilliant pressure, getting through there, and now in front of the poles, 3 points. Hopefully, we go for it. Like we said, test match rugby.
You take the points.
No doubt. I'll take the points. Put it 23-22. Kick off, 15 minutes to go. They kick off to us, like we've spoken about the whole game. The basics, the primary thing, getting the ball again, kicking it out, and then absorbing the pressure and putting them under pressure.
Because you're going backwards and then you put up with the pressure. Yeah, under pressure going backwards.
Hidalgo Klein, le prep was Kutremach. I think we take a deep breath here, Alan, because this is absolutely critical.
Now the boys got this. He thrives under pressure, these lads.
Hidalgo Klein, le prep Guru, the nation Hoshuk Irvine.
Obviously, you always say kickers don't lose games, win them for you, but these are the kicks that you need.
Hidalgo Klein, is na vlakkig in de laars, zet de nation Hoshuk. 3 Erichet Sam Hidalgo Klein, Lene Poingen to Ganachel, Nesht, Rota Kutremach, Alan Dell. Having got ahead, there's only one thing Edinburgh have to do. It's simple, they have to keep ahead, but Leinster will hit them absolutely hard now, there's no doubt about this.
Spot on, Leinster going to come out. Look at that, they're already getting the ball back.
Oh, just shot!
That was...
Just shot! Just!
Very, very close. Cheeky, clever move that.
Just take a look at where Nigel Evans was standing. He was absolutely in line.
But then, like again, that is why he's one of the best.
Absolutely in line.
But the biggest thing, like you said over there, obviously we're going to want to try to keep the lead.
Watch this, Alan. There you are. He was absolutely on the line.
I think the big lad there, if he just didn't jump backwards over there, I think he could have had it there.
He didn't have to.
He doesn't need to jump, man. The other boys jumping there still don't reach his out there. But like you said, with us trying to keep the lead, the biggest mistake we can go is trying defending it. So obviously we can't get into our shells and just try to play defensive rugby. We've got to keep them under pressure and keep them in their half, and that'll make it easier for us.
Nesta G-Shek the nation will do how carried the doob show he is foin. Hidalgo Klein the cat.
That is a strong stroke.
Poofed out. U show a ball at in and his teeth good. Strauss. Had to give 5 callerish. Goedje goed. Hidalgo Klein die eerst. Het is ek Aster. At de nation. Zo'n jaar in je schaar in de game. Ik de nation en je chukken van. Stok u lijp pikker en Neil Cochrane laatje.
As you can see, we've structured it up a lot more. We're going through our pods, keeping it a lot tighter, trying to manipulate them, go around the corner, going through.
Cuthbert, dan alleen hier is hip en visser een goede stij. Hij gaat de boog, gaat de glach, Chili gemaakt de deur willen. Zo is alleen de koak goed gegaan. Hidalgo Klein die eerst. En je het counter doen, je moet je shit. Chili had natuurlijk hier is voor je de deur shot. Had de vier niet Lion de joch genoeg van de Norshin hou. Jortje in de eerst. Oh, pas slagig. Had dit hou. Zo is de goalast. Voor de wie weg kan. Hanoorsen had de Chili worst maar zo. Jorten is de Chi in de gaster. 3 G Lion Colomoshe. Er goed klaar. Had de eentje aan de guts. Er een Hyundai eerst. 5. Watch Nally Dickinson at the close the gaster your Bergam goes just die. Hidalgo Klein. Great big shot at the ball of Roata Bill. Hedging Kearney for MP. Well, Peter got Kavaki in it because Visser is a yui. Allendale, this is clearly Edinburgh's best spell of the game.
Yes, definitely. As we saw, we tightened it up a bit. They got more into a structured approach. Asked questions of the defence. Jack Cuthbert, brilliant line going through over there. But like we did in the first half, there were a few times where that pass doesn't go to hand, the last pass. But we've done well not to concede too much territory. With the 22 over here, they're going to kick it back to us. Hopefully we play it again, play smart rugby, put them in the corners, or just hold on to the ball.
Madigan, Duprees, if ever hij shot at the ball again. They may fight the loch. Could he keep cheers? He'll do it. Ik je niet zoals de game, zit de goal in je goed dish. Heathcote, blast to as a man. Madigan, to Kearney, could he actually near the meltje? Dat doet hij vat, hè? Qua voor. Oh, hij zag het wel eerst, hè? Hidalgo Klein. Ha Treviso against Scarlets, a Chile. Treviso 13, Scarlets 15. So Guozhishen, I think Alan, that result would mean Scarlets would move forward, so they would be guaranteed their top 6 place if that sticks.
No, you can't look too much into that. Biggest thing is we just need a chance, and getting 7th spot will give us that chance, and that's what we really need.
That's a point, Alan. Has it been easy? I presume it's easy enough to focus in the way that you have to focus on today's game. Has the club been totally focused on their own performance here, and just there's nothing you can do to influence these other scores?
Exactly, there's nothing you can do to influence the other scores, and the thing is you've got to go into the week looking at the opposition, their strengths and their weaknesses, but the biggest thing is going into it to see how you can do and do the best that you can do with your side, the way you're going to do your strategy, the way you're going to set up, do your moves and all that kind of stuff, and at the end of the day, just getting into the pitch, and that's all that counts, is the result at the end of the day, and it doesn't matter how you get it, if it goes according to plan or against plan, it's just about getting the result at the end of the day, and so far so good. 10 minutes to go. This is where I'd like to see the guys having a lot of composure, and this would bode well for us if we can just close this off the game.
Set, hold it there. Middle.
We'll also start thinking about man of the match, but we'll come back to that because there's still 10 minutes to go. Madigan, Ian Madigan, the Fianna van der Line Lachey, nach ihrer Wachke, gesagt ihre Hau. Oh, as it arst, good job. Hoe er het Ashe, maar en jullie zijn command. Click Nigel Owens lower. Hit Madigan. Madigan wil trainen zit Lachey. At de Chile show. Skipper. Hier is voor naar Kearney, Kevigers aan de boel. Gaat de Chile van de live glee. Oh, kon als de Genee, kon als de show, koik met als ze maken. Je zat in de leute garage. Dave Kearney, shot en is de Chile. Lion de Gaster, is EP, is Shachet in de line. Shachet in de line. Is Vashit in de eerst. En dan zullen we John Bad. Kieder ze tokal. We show me the hacker. Well, Alan, this was sustained pressure again, almost inevitable that Edinburgh couldn't defend it for much longer.
The problem of there, obviously, you don't want to criticise anyone, and it's never nice because everyone makes mistakes. But shooting out of the line, it just puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the defenders and the rest of the line of the defence, and that's what happened over there. Someone shot out the line, the guys couldn't adjust a lot quick enough. But obviously before that, Leinster, once they get the sniff of blood, it's like a shark. I think they come in for a freeing frenzy, and obviously they haven't been as great as we've come to see and come to the brand of Leinster rugby. But it just shows how good they really are to produce when it needed.
Well, this is the stamp they put on their play, isn't it? It's absolutely clinical. When push comes to shove, they deliver. It's always like that, isn't it?
But isn't that the trend of any good side in the world? In saying that, it's still 8 minutes left in the game.
Nesta Keishta ziet er Madigan er Torsje, who maybe could be Kuma Levuiga, Hayu Halajer. Achlik Nigel Owens Leish, agus bhfuil é darna chum bhéis ag conú sa bhua le siad go raibh achcha neist siapuing echtra agus bhí cuitigin cálar thum a coprach amach tí seo a céalach má gan is scór connacht a achrigin fiogan áin is tá arab a fichidir sin eftir gan James Hilterbrand trí arichid go nungarichid agus seo a skipper.
Lost now, Black.
Sean Madigan. Den éidir na gopur go ddíchalach ar a lár agus seo ar cúl caicon Isaac Boss ar a gol agus sé Luke McGrahan. Madigan go chuide chu fiús. Madigan a fiogan áte. Ganníire meilt fó McGrath Dupree fóa agus ar a gmach go le Kearney. Ó, sé cuma le bhil go bhúchú. Here's Nigel Owens.
Off your feet and steal the contest. They couldn't drive off then.
Sé visar seachad ar a siad. Ba visar go chuide chu Nigel Owens a grácad a seachad ar gníon go mí lugal. Suas a leine agus Peterson bhí cuma le gloch go dal 2 minutes in the nest.
What do you think the odds would be of a Tim Fisser intercept try under the poles winning the game for us?
It could happen. It could happen.
That should be a fairy tale story.
Lyon. Nigel Owens. Gaguma Rash esta ball like Strauss. Richard Strauss, 2 minutes en was af kutter mag geraken like the age on the shop. Het haaste Brewer. Han ut de age on a Ljukal. Maar zo saarigje eerst de age on.
Okay, now next stoppage use. Away now, Black.
En in de tikken wil neach waatje in Scotston van mij ook weg achar. John is the Lion the Prishik Tray, ha pennas at Ian Kutjach, like Nigel Owens Law, ha pennas at Ian the Lion. Good shocker as the Ganation. Good shocker as the Ganation, Maraviat Kuramach, Pemi at the ball in. And you'll kusna shot at the ball, the Hoonu, na Lion, the Yivatem or so, because I'm pennas at Ian.
You came off your feet when the ruck was formed here, Black.
Nigel Owens, Gleichhurst. Benas scored relative to Glasgow. Alan, just a quick look. Glasgow have scored another try here, 25-10.
Is that a bonus point try? Or?
It's not enough for a home semi yet.
Yeah, we'll have a blood.
It's not a bonus point. They need another try. But what do you make of this? You've got 4 minutes left here.
Kick, we'll stop.
This is partly to do with the clock, this, isn't it?
Exactly. If you go into the corner, you've got an opportunity, first of all, obviously scoring a try. Second of all, you're slowing the time down with kicking in there, setting up a line out. If you lose the line out, obviously Edinburgh are going to kick it out, probably between the 22 and the 10-yard line. You've still got possession. That's eating the clock down. So obviously that's clever play.
Can I just interrupt you very briefly? We're running out of time. You're man of the match today.
Obviously, in a team game, you don't like spotting out an individual, but Ian Madigan has run the show extremely well. Obviously, it's been easy for him with the players that he's had in front of him, but with what he's done, I'd like to say I think Ian Madigan obviously he's just been brilliant with the way he's done things.
Sean Lyon, behind on the line, he had to score a score Lyon. There's a groot die te television Estlina. Gepik, ze had te doen je Irakel. En misschien een Luke McGrath han. Dus als je in de groot voor de mag schallig. Als je in de groot voor de mag schallig. I think that's a good example of fresh legs and just Edinburgh tiring, Alan. Inevitably, they've been under the cosh for such a long time. They've given it a really good shot, but it's classic Leinster.
No, okay,
So I just want to point out there, like you said, the Edinburgh have given it a really good shot. Coming into this game, no one would have expected us to come out with a result against a full, like you said, a star-studded team like Leinster. And that's all you can ask of the boys in a game like this, just to give their hearts out. And you can't blame anyone for a game like this. Everyone's done their best. The boys have shown well. They can do themselves proud. At the end of the day, obviously the result hasn't gone our way. We've messed up a few chances, but obviously against the Leinster side that's clinical when they needed to be clinical, and that's the result they've come out with. But obviously the men in black have just done brilliantly well, and they can all hold their heads up high, and we're all proud of them. Obviously I think it's the fans in the city and everything like that will be proud of the guys' performance. They've put in a gutsy performance.
I think there have been two key differences. One is the finishing, just the sheer quality of Leinster's finishing, and the quality of Ian Madigan in his personal performance. Although you accept all your things you say about the team game, but he has run the game. He's orchestrated everything.
Exactly. Everything he's done has been obviously he hasn't made many mistakes, and a world-class player needs to play like that. And a lot of the players around the park have made lots of made mistakes. They've played well, made lots of mistakes. But Ian Madigan, the whole game, everything he's done has just been brilliant. When he's been on the ball, he's created opportunities, created gaps. I think 2 or 3 of the tries that have been scored have been through him. So obviously he's been the instrument, the key ingredients in those tries.
John Estebanage on the eerste, Nathan Fowles, Ed Cuthbert. Als je een Sabinec verjerig. Bonus to Glasgow. Richie Vernon lead bonus to Glasgow.
Where does that lead them then?
Home semi to Glasgow. Marahad Rasta. That's a home semi as it stands. It's not finished. It's not finished here either, Alan. John Estebanage on the Vian. Anderson Sulgu with a lion, maar het in het ervoor. Blastille. Nathan Fowles, Shochlich met hier go. Ga je kruimekker.
Let it go, White.
Nathan Fowles het eerst. Clinician in microphone, Nigel Owens, dat toen je shade. Fowles if je gaan trainen. Hamish Watson.
Back you go.
De Nage on the sheer Iahan.
Lost now, White. Ball is there, okay.
Cormac gehaast dat glochker gold Janakas in Chaka de Noonje. At de roeie mag het doen, Cuthbert. Chochlich met hier, Nigel Owens zit er weg.
Keep your feet, let it go.
Fowles. Visser. Oh, Visser de Gahamaag. Er is een groei Chaka. De Nage on the roeie mag het doen. Er is een roeie mag het Corman. Er is een dunje in de roeie mag het Corman. Hori Jan of the Canadian Tim Visser. Jeshal ek de Canadian the Joy Shia Pliona. Is nog een hierin. Had er doik landelijke score. Haro kus echtere ek direct. Ketavale score. Coach Alan Solomons Lekuna Tour. Er is Sulu there. Er is skipper at a Hammond. Alan, at the end of the day, Leinster classic. Brilliant performance, polished, classical finishing, everything was right for them.
Exactly, obviously it was a scruffy game, but when they had the opportunities presented to them, they finished it well, and that's the mark of a champion side. Obviously they've had a disappointing season, and I think this game at the end of their season, winning like this, scoring the tries that they've scored, just glimpses, giving them confidence to start off next season, obviously wash away this season, learn from the mistakes that they've had this season, and go into the next season with confidence, and because they know they've got the ability, they've got the players, they've been there, they've done it. Obviously everyone has their ups and downs, and every season is different, so next year they'll be quite good. But obviously Edinburgh, we did well right until the end. Obviously I think that's just the fatigue and the long season coming through, but the boys can hold their heads up high.
You can see the body language sums it up really. I mean, there's massive disappointment. There were chances in the game, but Leinster just had this kind of clamp on the game for the whole thing, and it was only rarely Edinburgh managed to break that grip. And Tim Visser, on a personal level, will be hugely disappointed to go out on this kind of sad note for him and the club.
Oh, definitely. Obviously Tim Visser leaving with the way, with the history that he's had at the club and all that. Obviously everyone at the club, I think, will wish him farewell and good luck in his new ventures, and and who knows, might spark on. He might be a lethal finisher in his next club, and the fans take to him, and like we've all taken to him over here at Edinburgh. Great character in the changing rooms, great man, and obviously everyone will miss him. Obviously disappointing not to finish off by helping us to get European football, but it's all good.
Just an interesting point there. Nigel Owens leaving the field, Alan, has got a huge round of applause, and he's signing autographs for everyone.
That man's a celebrity.
It's absolutely hilarious the way he's dealing with people.
If I wasn't too shy, I'd go ask him for a photo or something.
He would do it. He would do it. He would do it. So it's well. Let's just go down now. Callum Conisar, look at that again. Ian Madigan.
Ian Madigan, many congratulations on today's victory. What's your assessment after that?
It's a really tough game. Edinburgh really put it up to us. You could tell that they were really fighting for European qualification. You know, from our own point of view, it was great to see new cap from Cian Kelleher, and great to see Collie O'Shea back in the 13 shirt. Thought he put in a great shift today, and it's been a tough year for him with injuries, so I thought he put in a great effort. So it's great to have those two guys back in the starting lineup.
How badly did Leinster need to end the season on a high, Ian?
It was very important for us. You know, we lost our way a small bit in the league during the Six Nations, and you know, I think today showed that, you know, the team has full belief in our head coach Matt O'Connor, and when we go out and stick to his game plan, we're a very capable side, and it was great to see us scoring 4 tries.
Is it too early to be thinking of next season?
No, it's never too early to be thinking of next season. I think we were going into this game, you know, looking to build momentum and show that we were a team that can perform in 2 halves. And in fairness to Edinburgh, you know, I think they gave us a brilliant game, and it was a great game of rugby, I'm sure, to watch.
Ian, you're today's man of the match. I'll ask Jamie Gallagher from Guinness to present your prize.
Well, Alan Dale, you chose the man of the match. He's right. They are a team of 2 halves. They are looking ahead. That's what champions do. They don't deal with today. They deal with tomorrow.